Good afternoon, it's Stuart again, and today we are continuing the Greek tour, and we're flying from Milos to the iconic Greek island of Santorini with the caldera and steep steep cliffs. I haven't connected to the sim. Hang on a second. Connect. Is that us? No. Oh, it's on the X-plane. Connect. Should be there. Yeah. So we are here at Milos. Ignore that little loop round there. I'm not doing that. We're going out on runway 08, so we'll swing round. Oh no, we're going northwards. We'll go 08 and we'll do a fly around this sort of area here to avoid these hills and join the flight plan or flight path. So although they put us at 5,000 feet in sim brief, I'm only going to stay at around 2,000 because the elevation seems to be fine. So today I've jumped in a classic Cessna 172 just for a change from the glass screens. Haven't flown it again for a little while, but back to basics, so to speak. I've tuned in the Santorini VOR, but I don't know how quickly we'll pick that up. We've got nav GPS up here. I don't know what's... Oh, that just shows me it's on nav GPS, I suppose. I think it's this one, isn't it? Yeah, GPS is on rather than nav. So I'll follow the GPS to start with. Autopilot, I'm not so... I'll try and hold the altitude once we get up. I don't know, why is that? Oh, it's this one. So I've set an altitude of 2,000 feet. Haven't turned the autopilot on yet. So we've got the batteries on. Fuel today, we want about 100 kilos. So at the moment it says we've got 76 kilos, so let's up this a bit. I don't know, the top bit's in pounds I think, so we'll go up to about 67%. That should be enough, because I want to do a little detour around the island of Santorini, so I'm not going direct to the airport because it's such a picturesque place. So I'll do, as long as I've got enough fuel left, I'll do a little circuit. So I think that's about us really. So we'll I'm not sure with this whether you need the fuel pump on or not. I'll put the beacon lights on. I'm not going to bother with pushback, we'll just swing round to the right. Don't think we need pitot heat on. Weather today is it doesn't show it on here, does it? Let me have a look on the meter. Hang on a second. The meter is telling me, might not have one for here actually. No, I haven't got a meter for here. I think it's fairly reasonable. Let's have a look for... Yeah, the sim brief gave me 08, and I think it's fairly light wind, so we'll take off from 08. So let's give this a bit of a prime, and we'll have mixture forward. Give myself a wee bit of throttle. Handbrake is on. See if this will start. That start? No. So what oh, have I got to go one more? Why is that not starting? Oh, I've not got the fuel on. Take off, landing, what's that? Oh yeah, I haven't got the fuel on, that probably helps. Made that mistake in the other one. Yeah, still hasn't started. Ah, what am I doing wrong, guys? Master's on, beacons on, magnetos left and right. Maybe I need the cowl flaps. Where's the cowl flaps? Have we got cowl flaps anywhere? Can't see any. Trim. That's not trim, that's that thing. Why is it doing that? It's a bit daft. It's master, pitot heat. Those on. Doesn't want to start, does it? What am I doing wrong? Ball to lean. Mixture. Fuel. Got the fuel switch on. Oh no, both tanks is in the middle. Having a bit of trouble here. I don't know why that is, but let me just try a... Let me do that. I don't know why that wouldn't start, but maybe I had it too rich. I don't know. I cheated a bit there. I went to Control E, so get rid of that yoke because I don't like the yokes on there. So a bit of flap. Okay. Are we all set? We're streaming, so we should be alright. So let's take the parking brake off and we'll swing round to the right. Out of the way of the pushback man. We'll head out this one, I think. Okay, so we can... I didn't put taxi lights on. Turn nav lights and strobes on as I'm entering the runway. Beacon lights. Pitot heat. I'll turn that off. I don't think we need the pitot heat. So will be interesting. So let's go down this runway a little way. Not sure, I can't remember how long the runway is, but it's quite long, but we'll head down this way. So the windsock shows us the winds coming from the northeast. I think that'll probably... Oh no, we're going... Oh, I beg your pardon. I'm heading down the wrong runway. I just noticed on the little nav map. Sorry, my error. I need to be this end. That's my error. Beg your pardon. I don't know if we've got any instrument lights in this aircraft. Don't think so. Can't see any instrument lights. Cabin air. Oh, maybe that's it, is that it? I don't know. Okay. So I'm not looking where I'm going. Let's turn around here. Okay, let's go. Mind the trees. I'm going to go over to this area here, just to avoid the hills slightly. This is a bit of a lower hill over there. Maybe that's why it takes you to Milos. But we can probably squeeze through the trying to gain a bit of height. I think that's probably why it actually took you to Milos, but and round. If you can cut through this gap here, look. Okay, so now come around here and head back round towards our flight path. Now we cleared the hills comfortably. A bit twitchier than the G36, I must say, at the moment. Oh, I see. Okay. I'll turn altitude off. Right, I need to come round to the right. Be heading in this direction. So GPS is showing me I'm well to the right of the flight path, but that's because we took off towards the north and I had to gain height over the hills. Down a bit, I think. No. Where's he going? He keeps wanting to pull to the right. Left rather. Whoa. Don't know if it's windy. As I say, I didn't see the METAR. We're at 400 feet, we should be climbing to 2,000 feet, and it should hold then. So let's do a left turn. Whoops. Try and get back on. The smaller planes bob about a lot more in the wind, if that's what's causing it. I'll keep coming round. I want to head over this way. So I'm watching this GPS needle and looking at the map. But I don't think I'll switch it to GPS because it looks as if I haven't got it in nav mode. I'm in nav mode. Let's change the heading to where's my heading knob? Where's my heading knob gone? Is it that one? No, that's a compass mod. East. I don't want to head south. I don't want to head south. I want to head east. Whoa! Come off. I want to head east. What was there? Couldn't even see the heading knob. Oh, there's the heading knob. Not the knob, the little red thing. Come right a bit. So let's put it on heading mode. If we can. No, autopilot's gone off. Whoa, put it on heading mode, please. Heading mode going to work? No, don't look like it. Come on, where's my heading mode? Pick up the heading. That's better. Still going slightly the wrong way though. Let's see if it will gradually turn. Bit of an experience with this, and as I say, it's a lot more sensitive and jumpy than when I flew the G36 last time, which had a mod applied to it. This hasn't, but with all the work that Asobo have been doing, I thought it would be a little bit more stable than this to fly, but seems to be, as I say, whether it's extremely windy, I don't know, but it seems to be bobbing around an awful lot. It's not taking me really where I want to go. It is gradually turning, but not by a magnitude. You can see by the altitude it's just bouncing up and down all over the place. So I'm guessing that it must be quite windy. As I say, I've got it on live weather, but still, we're heading vaguely east, so we're not going to miss it by much. Seems to have settled a bit better. It hasn't really settled at 2,000 feet though. It's settled at whatever that is, 2,000. Have I not got the, yeah, 2,400. Never mind, that'll do. That'll do for now. There's a 10 knot wind at the moment blowing in Santorini. At 250 at 10 knots, so it's going to be a bit of a crosswind, so that will be interesting, trying to maintain a centre line landing. Right, now we're cruising. I can bring the mixture back a bit. Lean the engine. I think we still want to come a bit right. Excuse me. Probably didn't help. I hadn't put the flaps up. I'm too busy watching the hills, trying to get over those hills after takeoff. I've got some downloaded freeware scenery of that main town on the hill of the Caldera in Santorini with the blue dome churches, etc. So hopefully, if it's not bobbing around too much, we can do a sort of lower fly past and see what it looks like. That's one of the reasons for having a Cessna, because I can just sort of look out the window. But we can also go with an external view, of course, as well. The external view. Or we could go in the drone. Fly the drone around the airport. Does sound quite windy, actually. Right, let's try and put it on nav and see what it does. Yeah, it seems to be holding the nav mode after all. The island we're just coming up to here is called Sikinos. Interesting name. fly right over the top of it there. Hopefully. Not into it. And for Sikanos, we touch the tip of this island and then head south to Santorini, which I think is probably this island over here, because it's the only one I think in between here and there, so it's got a little bit of sea to cross. Nav 2 on this, have we? No, don't think so. Oh, what's that down there? Is that Nav 2 down there? Nav 1 or Nav 2? I think I've got Nav 2 anyway, aren't I? I don't know. It's got COM on it, but it's the same V-lock. No, they both seem to be the same, those two. Let me just am I going to miss that, do you think? I think I'm going to miss that peak. I was contemplating put it on heading mode and just drifting around it. Maybe I should. I don't know. No, I think I'm well above it actually. I think I'm well above it. Yeah. Not a problem. Brush the treetops, give the tyres a clean. So go over the top. We get a bit of bumpiness from the coming off the thermals, so we get a lot of I wouldn't say they're eagles, but they are birds of prey in Greece flying over these hills. Not necessarily here, but I've noticed them in Crete. They just love the thermals. They just glide for ages on the thermals. Okay, so let's do a slight little so yeah, just to the tip here, and then we head south. Well, south I think about 170, I reckon, degrees. Let's put a marker on there and see. I reckon it'd be, just looking at the map, probably about there, I reckon, somewhere like that. But as we're on nav mode and GPS, it should make the turn itself, which it looks like it's about to do. It'll probably turn a bit earlier in order to follow the curve, I guess. skies today. Not sure what the temperature. What's the temperature in Santorini? Oh, a basky 19 degrees. It's only about 18 degrees more than it is here today. God, blooming freezing when I took the dog for a walk. My nose felt as if it was about to drop off. I think we can zoom that in, can we? No, it just goes back to that, doesn't it? No, different modes. I mean, those glass cockpits are much more informative, or much more easier to see and read, but I thought we'd just jump in a classic Cessna for a change. Some of the next few legs are only about, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes flying time, so I might even try the Cub next time. Just thought I'd try a few different GA aircraft rather than using the same Diamond 62 all the time. I don't know if the scenery's got any cruise ships in the Caldera at Santorini. Santorini is one place probably ought to be on my bucket list because I love Greece and it's one of the most iconic looking islands that you see when they're describing the Greek islands. I think it's because it's the blue and white town or villages, but mainly that main one on the hill, on the sheer cliff. Okay, so we're about to turn, if it follows the GPS, which it doesn't look as though it's doing, so it should be turning, but it doesn't appear to be doing so. So let me put it on heading mode. Get back up here. Otherwise we'll be, it might be. Perhaps it's, I'll leave it for a second. It's just the way it's drawn that, but it ought to be heading down here next. Because we're still on this bit of the route. Kosi's the waypoint, which we haven't actually crossed yet, so it ought to. Yeah. Oh, well, that was okay then. Let's put this back to where it was. And about here somewhere, I reckon. And dead ahead in front of us is Santorini. So we will be heading direct for the airport. But I guess, which I think is down this side somewhere, is it? No, I'm not sure actually. It might be a bit further over on the other side of the island that we can't see at the moment. But what I want to do is to fly down over this narrow bit and then follow the cliff around. So if we look on the map, if I zoom in, so here is the town on the hill with the sheer cliffs. So if we followed the flight, we would end up going down this way, down the east side of the island. But what I want to do is to sort of branch off and fly around the caldera. This is the caldera. What was left of the volcano which however many years ago formed the island, and at the edges of this side of the volcano, on the west side of the main island, are sheer cliffs. You get a lot of cruise ships and ferries and things that come in, and they drop people off here, and it's a hell of a climb up, and we'll have a look. Hopefully you'll be able to see the road or the path up, steps up, whatever it is. I think they use donkeys actually to carry your luggage up. But as I say, I've never been there, but I'm sure many of you have seen it on various travel programs and things. Let's have another look with the drone. Whoop, a bit fast. I think possibly the airport could be down here somewhere. But as I say, we're gonna branch off in a minute, and in fact, we might branch off now actually. So if I go on to, just to make it easier to fly, if I go on to heading mode, come around this way. If the heading mode doesn't work too well, then it's not too bad. So I want to fly around this peninsula bit. Come on, keep coming around. I head round this way. Rather steep climb there. Right, and I think what I'll do is, we're up at, come down to about 1,000 feet, 900,000 feet. Oops. VS bit. Rip my wings off if I'm not careful. Actually, what I'll do, let's try and fly it a bit manually if it will work. It's easier to control where I want to go. How high the actual cliffs are, or maybe I won't stay, maybe I won't, let's make it 1,500 feet. I want to hold the altitude if I can. Yeah, hold the altitude there for a minute. So we might be below those cliffs actually. climb a little bit. Let's go around the caldera here. Oops. Yeah, I think it's this bit over here. Might go up a bit. Too slow. Too slow, that's why it's bobbing around a bit. Too sensitive to hold on to. Oh, I think that's the area with the, yeah, that's the add-on scenery. Hang on a second, let me pause it. Drone outside. Yeah, that's the add-on scenery, but it's obviously been taken at a different sunlight. It looks as if it's mostly in shade, so it's a wee bit disappointing, but never mind. Whoa, sorry. The trim on this is really difficult to get right. You just can't trim this aircraft at all. I don't know. Can't trim it with mine. Right, I think this is where the ships drop people off. I'm not sure, but in this bit here. Oh no, that's actually a road down there. Yeah, it might be. Let's go around the corner a bit. Let's turn. A lot of height. Let's have a look from this area. Oh no, it's there. That's where you go up to the main resort part, or the bit where all the blue top churches are normally along here, which are not actually shown in the default scenery, but this is the area here. So yeah, it's a zigzaggy climb all the way up the top if you get dropped off from a cruise ship or something and you want to go and visit the old town of Santorini on the top of this cliff. but there are a lot of blue domes, which, as I say, I thought this scenery had tried. If I can get a wee bit closer, it's added some, but it's not depicted that well, because it's just been taken from the Google Earth maps and stuff, so it's not brilliant by any means. You can see one of the blue churches there. See, but they are actually all the way along this section of the coast. It looks really nice. Okay, right, let's see if we can get this thing on the ground. Now, what are the winds showing at the moment? It's 250. Oh no, it's 140 now. So I ought to be landing. I ought to turn around and land. So let me do a bit of a teardrop out and come back in before I encroach on the airport too much. So we want to land in that direction, because if 2020's weather is anywhere near accurate, the winds are 140 at 5 knots according to that, but whether that's the same in the sim, I don't know. So we'll just fly up this bit of the coast a little way, just a little bit, and then we'll turn back round and head back down in towards the airport. Now I'm not sure where the where's the parking area? Terminal's up there, okay. Right, so we've dropped to about 1,000 feet now, so I think we can turn back round. So we'll turn back round, drop the speed a little bit. Of course, we don't have retractable gear on this aircraft, so let's just switch this to nav mode. I don't know where that is, but I want to be 1.5, something like that, I think. We'll keep turning around and head back down the east coast, make our way down into land. I'll maintain about 500 feet per minute descent. Bumpy air mass. Right. So the airport's over this way. See the runway direction ahead. hold it around about 80 knots, I guess. As we come in. Certainly a lot less windy than it was at Milos. Picking up one red on their pappies at the moment, so we'll continue dropping. Plenty of runway here anyway, but so there we've got 2 whites, 2 reds, just blinked on there for a second. There we go. So we'll keep it coming down at this rate if I can. I need to slow a bit. I'm not worried about the pappies now so much. Keep my eye on the landing area. Whoops, whoops, go on. Over the threshold. Throttle back, check, hold it off a little slightly. On, there we go. Plenty of runway, he says, but down. Can we get off here? Yeah, should be able to. So I hope you enjoyed that little tour of Santorini. I was a bit disappointed in the add-on scenery. It certainly looked better in the photographs, but never mind. You get the idea of all those white houses on the edge of the cliff. Or the caldera as it's called. So we'll just head up this way and get ourselves parked. And we'll leave it there. I'll go and get a cup of tea or something, I think. Let the dog out. The airport looks anything like that, but never mind. Well, that airport building looks a wee bit different, mind you. We should get airliners in here anyway. I think I can see a little man over there. We'll go and park next to him, shall we? Is that somebody with a pushback? There's usually a guy there to wave people in as well. So we'll head on over there if it is it? Yeah. Head on over there facing the terminal. So I'm waiting to see him. Yeah, he's got his arms up. Park over here, please. Okay. We'll park over there. Little marshal. Yeah, I know, I'm trying to keep it straight, thank you. Spot on. Cross his arms. Kill the engines. Thank you very much. Nice little light flashing in my face at the top. Handbrake on. Excuse me, dry throat. And we'll shut the mixture off. Oh dear. After all that talking, I should probably shut up. Oops, don't want that. Don't like that coming up. It's a bit annoying. Okay, we'll turn that off. Fuel. And welcome to Santorini. And I forgot to take any pictures for the video, but never mind, I'll take one in a minute from outside looking at this delightful terminal in amongst the trees. So thank you for watching, and I'll leave the end screen, and hopefully you'll join me again on the next few legs, which, as I say, I might try in the Cub, so it'll be interesting. So anyway, bye for now, and see you again soon.